Hi, welcome today, where I get to unbox something that I have thought about getting for 2 years, at least 2 years. Excuse me. It's obviously not a flute. At least I think that's obvious. Back in 1985, a gentleman named where there's all kinds of stuff in here. David Grissom, new on the Austin, Texas music scene. He was asked what kind of guitar he played by one of the local promoters, and he told them Stratocaster. Said, that's great. All the good players play a Strat. He had taken that information, gone home after the party, woke up the next day and kind of thought of it as a challenge. So, went out very, very shortly after that, after looking through some guitar magazines, and he found an ad for PRS. Thought, yeah, that looks like something I could do. And so he went to a local PRS dealer. He bought that in 1985. 1986, Paul Reed Smith noticed him at a vintage guitar show in Houston, Texas. And attracted his attention. He went up to him, introduced himself, said, "I really love your plan." After some back and forth talking, Paul told David that he would really like to send him a guitar. David thought that was awesome, that he had a connection now with a guitar company, especially the guitar company of the guitar that he is playing regularly, almost exclusively, in everything that he was doing at the time. So that started their association. David got the guitar in '97. That guitar and conversations between David Grissom and Paul Reed Smith made changes, little changes along the way. David said, well, I'd like another guitar here, and what if we do this to it? And he's chasing a sound that he envisions in his head. Paul Reed Smith has said it was the sound of the Allman Brothers live at the Fillmore. along the journey, this back and forth and getting guitars made led to the creation of the PRS McCarty model, along with the help of Ted McCarty. But a lot of what David was looking for was in that McCarty model, and he started to play one. Very soon after that, he ordered a McCarty model custom made with a tremolo or a vibrato bridge system, the PRS vibrato bridge system, because he really was missing that from his earlier PRSs. The McCarty was created in 1994. Some more little changes here and there. Honing the neck shape in particular was critical, along with pickup design. It took a year and 40 sets of pickups for them to zero in on what David felt was his sound, what the sound he was looking for. That led to the DGT signature core model, which was released in 2007, announced in 2007. In 2020-ish, he was approached about making his core model, translating that into an import version on the SC line of the PRS SE DGT. That was released in 2022. And that's about the time when I started really looking at them, because there was a huge price differential between the core model, at least $4,000, to the core model, or excuse me, to the SE model, which was about $900 for the flame top with the McCarty fade, which is what this is. I didn't get one right away. I decided that I was going to wait a little while until I could find a used one, which is what we found here. I got this from a place called Dave's Guitar Shop. I think they have three or four different shops, kind of back east, and I want to say this was from the shop in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, maybe. It has kind of an irregular, instead of the real straight lined flame pattern, which I like. I like better than the real distinct straight line flames. So I kind of like this top a little bit better. And I'm going to need to tune this up. I think I will need to dial in the bridge a little bit, depending on where it is. Right now it's on the top of the guitar and I want it floating. So I'll be back after I get all those things done, and we'll do little sound samples that are going to be a little different than most of the DGT demos, because I'm more concerned about the clean tones, not the slightly dirty tones. So we'll see you in just a little bit. I'm back. I think we're tuned up. The bridge seems to have come up off the body just about the way I want, so I'm just going to leave it. Just a quick setup there. David Grissom has played with bands like Buddy Guy, John Cougar Mellencamp, the Allman Brothers Band, Dixie Chicks, and what I know him best in was a band called Storyville. One of two guitar players in that band. He wrote at least one song in that band, and it happens to be one of my favorite songs. It's called What's Passing for Love. They did it on, I'm pretty sure it was their first album. They only came out with, I think, 2 albums and then maybe a live one. And then John Mayall and the Blues Breakers did a cover of it also. I like both versions. So, David Grissom is still out playing live. I think he's kind of on the local scene again. I looked over the guitar. It still had plastic on both of the pickups. Can't quite tell if it has plastic on the back covers or not. But except for my fingerprints, I can't find a thing on this guitar. Dave's Guitar Shop sent this little postcard. It's called Dave's Guitar Shop Quality Certification. And it just says that they've looked it over and, you know, trust their years of experience and professional conduct, extension preparation for your needs. Kind of a nice touch. It came with the regular truss rod tool, trim arm was included, and it had the little Allen wrench for, I believe it fits the saddle, to raise and lower the saddles, and to tighten the trim arm, and it was pretty loose, so I tightened that up. So we are going to do some sound things. I've got my DAW hooked up. We're going to be going through like a black panel fender simulation. Mainly clean, because that's my biggest concern. I want to know what the guitar sounds like clean, because I can doctor it from there. I'll do a little bit of crunch stuff later on. Neck position. That's better. Now middle position. And now the bridge. Better. Bridge position humbucker. Split coil. Humbucker. Middle position, humbucker. Split coil. Neck position, humbucker. Split coil. Neck position. A little bit overdrive. I'm going to use the split position middle pickup, both pickups on. A little bit of that what passes for love. Anyway, basic sounds I'm really happy with. Turn off my DAW. The PRS SE DGT. I think I got a very, very good deal. It was not the lowest price that I could find, but it was close to that. And this guitar is immaculate. My guess is it might have been a demo that wasn't played very much. I can't see any pick scratches on the surface. I can see my fingerprints. My hands sweat like crazy, so I have to wipe it off a lot. The body is probably 3 pieces of mahogany neck, maple top with a flamed maple veneer on top of that maple top. And this has, as I mentioned, kind of a little bit of a wavy type of flame. I love it. I love the looks of that over the real thin straight line type flame. Rosewood fingerboard. The neck basically took about 15 years for David Grissom and Paul Reed Smith to kind of get down into what he felt was right for him. It's a little narrower, but still kind of full front to back. It feels good. The strings, I think, are a little bit closer together for my fat little fingers. It isn't terrible. The fret work on this guitar is immaculate, very rounded fret ends. This has the bird inlays instead of the moons, which are on the gold top version. Gold top version is about $50 less most of the time. And even though I like to save money, I have to go with when I can see the wood grain. That's just what I like. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's just a very, very brief one. Just to show my newest guitar and a little bit about how it came to be. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe. There's a little bell down by the subscription button that you could click on so that you could be notified the next time I post a video. Could be taking a first look at a musical item that comes to me. It could be taking a little closer look at one of those things. It could be a guitar, or in most cases, my channel is centered around the Native American style flute. Could be a tutorial on how to play the Native American style flute. Could be a music video where the Native American style flute gets the spotlight shown on it, and I would say the majority of the time those music videos are accompanied with other instruments. Quite often a guitar, which was my first instrument, but it could be other instruments as well. I hope that you enjoyed the video and taking a first look at a new guitar that I've been thinking about for at least 2 years, and I think I waited just the right amount of time to get a very, very good deal on a used guitar that I think was more of a demo than anything. I seriously, I could not find a mark on it. I feel very fortunate in the guitar that I was able to find. Hope that you like it as well. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. Thanks again for taking a look. We'll see you later.